Hello students, once again welcome to English Literature Classroom. Today my topic is Shakespeare's The Tempest. I am going to teach Act 2, Scene 1. The scene opens in another part of the island. The characters who are entering the scene are Alonso, Sebastian, Antonio, Gonzalo, Adrian and Francisco. Clear? Now, Gonzalo attempts to comfort Alonso by saying that all of them have reasons to be thankful for their miraculous escape, but Alonso rather desires to be let alone. Okay, Gonzalo is telling Alonso that our hint of O is common. Okay, it's very common. Our suffering, O means suffering is common. Every day, some sailor's wife, the master of some merchants, and the merchants have just our theme of O. Therefore, he advises Alonso that we should be happy instead of being sorrow. Okay, now why should we be happy? Because we have escaped death. Alonso is telling Preethi peace, means he wants to be alone. Next we see that Sebastian and Antonio began to chaff Gonzalo and Vega as to which of the two, Gonzalo and Adrian, okay, who would speak first. Okay, at this Sebastian first tells, okay, that old cock would speak first, that is Gonzalo. Antonio tells that cockerel, that is Adrian, is going to speak first. Next we see that Adrian speaks first, okay. Adrian speaks first and thus Antonio wins the bet. Clear? And Gonzalo joins Adrian in a discourse on the island, in the course of which Gonzalo points out that their garment, okay, he points out that their garments, though drenched in water, are as fresh and bright as they were when worn first at the marriage of Alonso's daughter to the king of Tunis. Okay, look, Gonzalo is telling that our garments, being as they were drenched in the sea, hold notwithstanding their freshness and gloss, being rather new dyed than stained with salt water. Look, he also tells that, methinks our garments are now as fresh as when we put them first in Africa. Okay, at the marriage of king's daughter Claribel to the king of Tunis. Okay, Claribel is Alonso's daughter and she was married to the king of Tunis. Okay, now Alonso regrets. Okay, after listening this, Alonso regrets. And what does he tell? He tells that he had designed to marry his daughter to the king of Tunis, with the result that he has lost his daughter, okay, who is so far from Italy, and his son too, who perished in the shipwreck. Okay, look here, Alonso is telling, you cram this word into mine ear against the stomach of my sons. Would I had never married my daughter? Okay, now Alonso is regretting and telling that if I had never married my daughter so far, okay, and my son is also lost. Okay, and my date, she too is so far. She means Claribel, Alonso's daughter, is very far from Italy. Okay, now Francisco assures him that he had seen his son swim for his life and believes that he must have landed safe. Sebastian reminds Alonso that it is by his own fault that he has lost his son and daughter, for the late calamity would not have occurred if Alonso had not married his daughter against her will to the king of Tunis. Okay. At this, Gonzalo becomes angry. Okay, Gonzalo requests Sebastian to be gentle in speaking the truth. Then he starts describing that if he would become the master of this island, okay, then what would he have done? Okay, Gonzalo is telling he would make into a commonwealth where he would admit no kind of traffic, no name of magistrate, where people would live without reading or education and without riches. There would be no poverty, contract, succession, boundaries of land, vineyard, no use of metal, corn or wine or oil, where all men and women would be idle, without occupation, but innocent and pure. In short, Gonzalo would govern his commonwealth with such perfection as to excel the golden age. Antonio and Sebastian laugh at him. King Alonso is tired of hearing this unending nonsense and asks them to stop it. Up to this much. In my next video, I will continue with this scene. Until then, goodbye.